Two teams trying to get their motor going in the 2025-26 South Australian Premier League softball season clash tonight. It's the defending champion Walkerville and Port Adelaide coming off the backs of an epic comeback. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you're watching around the world. My name's Eric Ballner. I'm joined by a couple legends of the local game. First, to my right, we've got Becky Havis. Becky, playing for Seacombe this year. I'm, good start for Seacombe this year. 3-2, a few wins. Big win last night. You're calling the action tonight, Becky. What do you think of Walkerville and Port Adelaide? What do you make of the two teams?
Two very strong teams. They go deep in their lineups and have very good pitching. We've got, I think it's the first time that Walkerville might be seeing Lacey. Is that right?
It might. They played the second game of the year. Lacey did not play.
Yes, that's right. So that will be interesting to see how they bat, but they're very strong lineup. So, yeah, it'll be interesting. Be a good game.
Over to my left is a national championship winning coach in Bill Benedictson. Bill, it's kind of a tough one right now at the start of the year. I mean, we're now entering games 5 and 6 for some of these teams. No team in the competition has more than 3 wins. Everybody has a win on the board. It is as tight as ever to start a year, and Walkerville and Port Adelaide both need a win so they can avoid being left behind.
Hey, hi, Eric, and everybody. Nice to be here. Yes, it's a really tight competition right away, which is good. Quite a bit different from last year. Everybody's getting a win against teams that, not necessarily can't tell who's the best yet.
Let's start with Port Adelaide, because this team has been, in the last, 5 years, they've been generally in that final game of the year, and if not, they've been in the game to get to the final game of the year. They've kind of been the standard. They've lost 6 starters from their lineup that started last year into what they've had this year. They've got a new group of imports and kind of a changing of the guard as some of their younger players have gone to college. Still a talented lineup, but last night they were staring down the barrel of an 0-4 start, losing 6-0 to Sturt going into the final inning, but bang, 7 runs scored. That's a big win for Port. Becky, I know you've been part of teams that have had some comeback wins before. What do those kind of do in a clubhouse, in a dugout, to kind of rally the troops?
They really lift your spirits. Just the first hit always just, gets everyone going a bit, and then the second, and once you start rallying, everyone gets on board and everyone gets up and about, which is so good, and they're going to bring that into their game tonight. It's definitely going to boost Lacey's confidence. She's going to throw hard. And they've got a really good defense, so they know that they're capable of winning this game like every game, really.
As the days go on, so do more players coming into the lineup for this Port Adelaide Magpies, and a lot of their success will go around this battery combination. Lacey Ham in the circle, you referenced her earlier, throwing to Riley Donovan, who landed in the country just a couple days ago. She can hit the ball. She's got a cannon. Lacey Ham played at San Jose State. And, this is the import combination that is going to hinge a lot of the success for this Port Adelaide team.
Yeah, different combination of imports for Port Adelaide, which, again, I'm going to find very interesting to watch. I haven't seen much of their games to see how they do without, the staples of the last couple of years like Marcelino and Golden. So excited.
The Walkerville lineup, meanwhile, they're 2-3. They've had trouble scoring runs in some of their games. They are missing the reigning Calf Coral medalist in Taylor Cottle. She is out for 21 days because of some paperwork issues. She will be back in the lineup in a couple weeks' time. Sophie Roberts also taking the year off from playing softball as well. So there's some new faces, but as there are new faces in the lineup, one who isn't is a leadoff batter. This is Sophie King off to a nice start. She's got a couple runs, couple RBIs already, but she has been a staple at the top of this Walkerville lineup for a while as she takes a strike.
Yeah, very good contact hitter. She's a perfect leadoff hitter. Got wheels, can drop down the running bunt, contact up the middle, hit to all fields, and she's got a bit of power too. Every now and then she gets hold of it.
Lacey Ham settles in. She's got an 0-2 count to start the game. That ball slips away and as it jumps off of Riley Donovan's glove. Courtney Shepard is over at third. She moves over from Glenelg, who are not in the Premier League competition this year. Chloe Davis at short. Big shoes to fill at shortstop for Port Adelaide based on the play they've had there the last couple of years. Montana Edwards remains at second base. Jess Maslin over at first. Amber Dodd-Mobius at left. Sasha Penglaze in center. And Jess Neves, the veteran, over in right field. But, yeah, that left side of the diamond dramatically different for Port Adelaide this year.
Chloe has been putting a lot of work in the last 6 to 12 months, and I think this is a great opportunity for her to show all the work she has been doing.
Sophie King takes one down low. She'll be playing shortstop, Sophie King, for Walkerville, I think probably for the bulk of the year. Chelsea Robinson had that spot in their premiership winning season last year, but no catcher at the moment, no import catcher at least. Kind of changes the equation as Sophie King swings through. That's a long battle that Lacey Ham comes out in front of.
Yeah, I was just going to get back to the Chelsea Robinson catcher. When they made that switch last year, when they had Bailey, was it Bailey Liu went to
Bailey Liu, yeah.
I think that changed their team to make them that much better for the finals, and it proved really good. So we'll see what happens this year with it switching back.
Walkerville will be thankful that Erin Stone is back in the lineup. She's played just the one game this season so far.
That was against us as well.
She was in the lineup last night in the makeup game, I believe, or the game that went Tuesday night.
Sort of a breakout player last year. Did she go?
No.
Erin is, just like Sophie, a very good contact hitter. What her superpower is that she makes good contact and doesn't try and swing too hard, lets the speed of the pitcher do the work. And you watch, if you throw hard to her and she just gets a bat on it, she'll find the hole.
That one popped up into foul territory. Jess Maslin having a look. Christy Salas is batting third in the lineup. Chelsea Robinson fourth. Kira Larson fifth. Georgia Mason sixth. Haley Mayer seventh. Steph Gall eighth. And Kelly Bested rounds out the lineup at 9. Erin Reed will start on the mat, or start in the circle, I should say, for Walkerville. Has to go off speed, and that one lands for a strike.
Yeah, Lacey does like to mix in a few off paces within it. She likes to go up and change the speed around. Very talented pitcher.
That one drifts up high, too. So Walkerville going deep into counts versus Lacey Ham right now, who had some South Australian links because of the college that she went to.
Yes, San Jose. She went to school with Taylor Chillingworth, a veteran around the Port Adelaide Softball Club and around the ASA Association.
Veteran, isn't she like 20?
Yeah, I know.
She has been in the league for like 6 years, though.
Yeah.
Won a couple premierships.
Yep.
Also
won a national championship. Yep. Yeah.
Pitched a shutout in the national championships.
Yeah, veteran is the right word, but feels weird if that makes sense.
Yes.
Shout out to you, Taylor. So there's doing well, just battling here, just trying to put bat on ball. Also very small strike zone. She's, if not for Sophie King being the leadoff, she could be a good leadoff batter herself. Takes a lot of pitches, knows her strike zone well, and again can make good contact, and it's pretty quick.
It's a good at bat by Erin.
Well, it puts some traffic on the board for Christy Salas, who is the newest import on the Walkerville side. There's a Magpie getting a look at their fellow team. Maybe that's the spirit of Taylor Chillingworth channeling herself in that Magpie across the seas. But played some NIAA softball, was an all-conference infielder. Was team captain her last 2 years of school, has a school record of 8 RBIs in a game, and was the first to hit for a cycle at OLLU.
I saw her take a couple swings last night in the West Torrens game, the 2-0 win for West Torrens.
That's Our Lady of the Lake University, by the way. I think that's in Texas, I want to say.
And she has a pretty good cut at the ball. She was fouling the ball off right side, similar as she's doing right now.
Reminds me a lot of Ellie.
I was going to say
from
that.
last season, yeah.
She does
Just
have that look, sort of stature. There's some power, upper body power.
Same sort of competitiveness as well.
Last year, Walkerville won the premiership, and it was really built off of, well, it started in the circle with Taylor Cottle, who had a phenomenal season, and she will be back after the 21 days have elapsed. Their defense was phenomenal last year, Walkerville, especially in the last half of the year. They took some runs away and certainly didn't give you anything in the game. And then, well, they didn't score heaps. They weren't the most supercharged offense. They just found ways to score enough runs, and especially when it mattered. And it all came down to some of the middle formula in the lineup, and they have that with Salas, Robinson, and Larson, the 3-4-5 this year. And up the middle, that's a hard-hit ball right off of Lacey Ham. Salas hustles down to first, and there's 2 runners on. Hopefully Lacey Ham's okay.
Yeah, she'll be disappointed she didn't get that. But...
Ooh, yeah, off the glove.
Puts Walkerville in an interesting position here. They've got... is it one out?
One out. Runners
One
on
out.
first and second. Chelsea Robinson is off to a 9-for-15 start this season. She was the one that broke up, I believe it was yesterday, Steph Trzynski's perfect season in game number 3 that she pitched. In a 2-0 win for West Torrens. Still a shutout performance.
Now, I really like the way Chelsea Robinson's swinging the bat this year. There's a ground
Grounds
ball.
one over towards short. Chloe Davis can't handle the ball as it skips into the outfield. Davis had to move over a wide range to her left to try to corral it. And when Chelsea Robinson is running down the line, you have no time for a bobble. It would have been a tough put-out regardless. Did a good job to scamper for it. That prevented the run scoring. And now Kira Larson is going to step up to the plate.
Yeah, she got around across there and then just kind of left her feet to try and block the ball instead of field it cleanly. Would have had the out at 2 on a little flip, but probably not the double play with Chelsea's speed.
2 balls that have barely left the infield, and it's bases loaded after a walk, a single up to the pitcher, and then a single to short. Kira Larson from Lawrence University. She was an all-Midwest conference player. She steps up to the plate with the bases juiced.
Good
And
first
Lacey
pitch.
Ham dials one in there, low and inside.
Yep, they really want to get an out here. And I know Lacey will be putting a bit of extra sauce on these next few.
Defense is in. They're looking to play home or turn the double. Probably play home.
Larson showed up to South Australia in March to work at SASI with Paralympians and Olympians with a research project. She didn't know that South Australia played softball, let alone, has some Olympians, has a bunch of players on the national team. Australia has a pretty good historical record at the Olympics. She didn't know about Australia's history as that ball slips away, and it's going to cost them a run. Aaron Stone touches home, and that ball slips away from Riley Donovan, and it's a 1-0 lead.
It really took a big kick there just in front of the plate or on the corner of the plate. Right on the edge of the plate.
Yeah.
Kicked up more than she expected and off the grill and back to the fence.
Remember, Lacey Ham and Riley Donovan haven't worked together much. In fact, Riley Donovan just showed up in the country on Sunday, played last night, however. But they wouldn't have had a training session together because they played last night. They're playing again tonight.
Yep. I think they met last night, and that was when they met down the right field line and Lacey was warming up. So that makes things a bit interesting. But as the season goes, they're going to make form a really good relationship.
Well, you're going to learn a lot about each other when you play 2 games in 24 hours. Larson still with 2 runners in scoring position.
Good at bat.
Well, Larson didn't know there was softball in Australia and South Australia. She signed up with Walkerville. She's here on a contract for the next 5 years, apparently. So might be, if you're a member of the softball community here in South Australia, it might be worth going to say hello because I think you've got a friend for the next potential half-decade.
She had a big swing on that last strike, but she'd be looking to put contact and just drive it to the right side here would be the best play.
Swing and a miss. Lacey Ham with a nice pitch, dialing up some heat upstairs, and that's a big-time strikeout.
That is. So they've only got 1 more out to get. They'll be itching to get out of this situation. Use the bat.
Here's Georgia Mason.
Erin running for Chelsea. Yeah, we're looking at the 6, 7, and 8 batters now. We've got Georgia Mason, Hayley Mayer, and Steph Gall all can hit the ball.
Yeah, Georgia Mason was involved in a collision at first base last night with West Torrens.
You can see her elbow actually is strapped up.
Strapped up.
Yeah.
Well, Georgia Mason really did have a breakout year last year, and in a similar kind of role as she's thrust into this year, and that's sitting in that pocket right after the big boppers in the middle of the lineup. And she drove in a lot of runs last season. Got a chance again here with 2 runners in scoring position.
Great pitch from Lacey.
Ham, thinking of your other friend.
Yeah.
But Lacey Ham would be very fortunate to get out of here with just 1 run. It's a ground ball up the middle. It could be a tricky one. Davis scoops, fires, and she makes the play. Jess Maslin has to dive down. My goodness.
That's a good little nerve settler for Davis there. This time she keeps her feet, stays with it. Lots of time, makes the throw just a bit wide. But Maslin
makes it work.
Yeah.
That's the good thing about having some experience at first. You can kind of get away with those wild throws a bit.
Yeah, Becky, at first, when you're playing that, the coordination here of keeping that foot on the bag while having the pick, that's literally hanging on by a thread. Walk me through what that's like over at first.
Oh, yeah, you need to make sure you've definitely got your foot on the base because, you know, you go through all this effort to actually get the ball. You don't want to lift your foot off. And then you have to actually catch the ball as well, which can make things a bit interesting. But
so foot first, always.
Yeah, I get my feet planted straight away, get them in the right spots. The way I set up, I can either go left or right quite comfortably. And, yeah, so that's what I'm doing.
Hope
but then
you
also
have a throw at you.
Yep. I think the more that Chloe gets some ground balls in this game, we'll see some better throws. And, yeah, like you said, that's just getting the nerves out.
Kira Larson over at third, Sophie King at short, Christy Salas at second, Georgia Mason at first, Chelsea Robinson catching the balls and strikes, Kelly Bested in left, Haley Mayer in center, Aaron Stone in right, and Aaron Reed is in the circle. She allowed 10 runs and 18 2/3 innings so far. After last year, Taylor Cottle, I think, pitched all but just a handful of innings. Aaron Reed having to shoulder a lot of the early season load as she delivers a first pitch right off of Chloe Davis, who goes to first. But I was just about to say, Aaron Reed last night did a tremendous job of keeping Walkerville in the game. They were going against Steph Trzynski, who was perfect entering the game through 2. Walkerville only lose 2-0. They didn't score a run, but when you're a pitcher and you go the distance and you allow just 2 runs, not much more you can ask for from a coach.
No. Steph was pitching very well. Good zone. Only Chelsea Robinson, I think, came up with both hits. I think definitely got the first one I saw, and then
Montana Edwards up to bat. She's off to a nice start to the season. She's 5 for 10.
Yeah, her bat's been hot. I think when we played them last, she had 2 or 3 doubles, and she was cranking them to the fence. Like, she's having a very good start to the season, and it'll be interesting to see if she continues it here. We've got a nice gap in the left center, and in center right, really. It's where she was cranking in our game. She was hitting in that alley and scored a few of their runs.
I know it's only early, but Port Adelaide feeling like they caught a break here. They had way more runners on base at Walkerville, and to only get out of it with 1 run. And now
almost ripped down the line. That's exactly what you're talking about, though. She's a bit of a double machine.
Yeah, she cranks it.
Quick bat speed for Montana Edwards. Riley Donovan will follow. Jess Maslin batting 4, Lacey Ham batting 5. That is Murderer's Row at 3-4-5 for Port Adelaide now that they have their full suite in there. Sasha Penglace, Courtney Shepard, Jess Neves, and then Amber Dodd Mobius round out the lineup. And for a team that lost 6 starters at one stage from last year, that's still a pretty handy 1-9, bringing in players like Shepard, 2 new imports, and Lacey Ham and Riley Donovan. They will pick up the slack left by, well, two tremendous imports that they did lose. Chloe Davis, she'll find her footing as the season goes on. Port Adelaide will be okay. They just can't get buried before Christmas.
It's a good pitch by Reed there. See if she can go get her swinging on the outside corner.
Yeah, Montana's had two really aggressive cuts here, and the adjustment. She's way out front. Good pitch, like you said, by Reed to keep her off balance and try and pull that one.
Well, a different scenario than a lot of these pitchers might be used to. If you play in a tournament, you're used to it all the time, but you don't usually play these two games in a 24-hour stretch in the evening, which is significant because you have to work on both of those days in between.
Yeah, good on all the teams playing tonight. Backing it up from a big game last night, especially Port coming back, winning at 7-6, I believe, and now coming out again. Some of these players are driving over an hour to get here and to get home. It's a late night, and to do it 2 nights in a row, hats off to you guys.
Well, Riley Donovan in her second game in this competition and her first on the broadcast steps up, shows bunt, and peels back. Played at Southern Oregon in the NAIA. That's the Independent Athletics Association, but went to the NAIA World Series, won the NAIA World Series, drove in the go-ahead run in the NAIA World Series, and crushes this one to left field. It's a towering shot all the way to the fence.
That's out of here.
And she has gone yard.
Right on cue, Eric. Well done. That was a great shot by Riley.
So I was wondering if she's going to do the team thing and play the bunt in the short game and move those runners over, which she showed, or show
Absolutely
off her power.
Yeah, she'll do the team thing and put 3 runs on the board for Port Adelaide on her first swing on the TV broadcast, and that was a towering shot that you felt was gone off the bat. And Riley Donovan is made a pretty big introduction. She won the NAIA World Series MVP. I forgot to include that part in her little spiel before. She went 11 for 18 with 2 home runs and 8 RBIs.
For the past few years, that's been kind of a trademark of these new imports when they come to town. They hit a bomb early. We saw...
Now a base hit up the left side for Jess Maslin. Jess Maslin before the game said, I've got to get going on my season. She wasn't too happy with her start. She was 3 for 6 with 2 walks to start her season. So she's hitting 500 and now over 500. But hey, Jess,
It's time to lock in, Jess.
Time to lock in, Jess. 500 hitter, not good enough.
Yeah. And now we bring up Lacey. And she didn't really bat throughout her college career. And she's come here and absolutely lit it up. So it will be very exciting to see what she can do tonight. I believe she got a double last night. 2 doubles.
Yeah, and she's 4 for 6 on the season, yeah.
Which is really good. I think being in the mentality of just go out and hit it definitely helps.
It was almost a few extra bases there.
Yes.
You got
and
to know
run.
Lacey a little bit over the last couple weeks since she's been here?
Yeah, we've been hanging out a bit. She's in the under-23s team, so she's been practicing with us as well with the 23s and Stars, which has been really interesting. Very, very funny character. And, yeah, just a really, really nice human, which is really good. I think Port do a really good job in bringing good people over. Not saying no one brings any bad people over, but, great people. And discipline at bat here. It's good to see from Lacey.
That must be a college pitcher frustration thing. Once they finally get a chance to swing the bat after 3-4 years, they just take it all out.
Unleash me, coach.
Reagan Diaz, deep in her first at-bat ever. Lacey crushed it, just foul.
Well, a couple weeks ago, we saw Charisma Bergeson go over the fence as well. That ball's still going.
Yeah,
longest Premier League homer we've seen, I think.
Oh, my goodness. And she doubled down. There's a few big hitters in this competition. It feels like they get better and better every year. But already 3 runs on the board because of the 3-run shot, and now going off speed, and there's that first out recorded, and that's a big ticket down. Lacey Ham had only been punched out, not even punched out, just retired twice so far on the season. That's time number 3, and it comes at a good time for Erin Reed, and look at that ball drop.
Great nerve by Erin there to come back with that changeup for a strike, and was in the zone, and just way out front, swung over it.
Sasha Penglaze is 3 for 10 to start the season. Trying to make it 4. It goes over to the right side. Salas gets 1. Can they turn 2? That was a quick turn from Christy Salas to find Sophie King at short. They get the lead runner, but a nice play over at second, Bill.
That's a fantastic play, but it's taken her away from second base. She pivots a blind and throws a strike to 2. That's a top-notch play right there. Any ball that takes you this way towards first and then they decide to go back to 2, very confident. Great play.
Here's Courtney Shepard, another player that moved from Glenelg, who don't have a team in the Premier League this year, but Shepard had been a cornerstone player with the Rebels for a few years.
Yeah, now she is playing third tonight, which is good because the last few games she's been carrying the catching duties. So that'd be good to get her back in the field because she's very, very strong. So Port will be happy to have someone fill the gap with Shargon.
Port's kind of stacked up in catchers now, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know, they got Chloe Davis also catches in certain grades, or has.
This one chopped over towards short. Sophie King makes the play, and that's a nice bounce back from Erin Reed, who after hitting the first batter, walking the second, and then allowing a home run to start the game. Jess Maslin followed with a single. She goes strikeout, ground ball, and then a soft pop-up over to short to limit the damage. Could have been worse, but a nice little bounce back from Erin Reed. Well, a big thank you to all of our partners for making these broadcasts possible. These are all, we're all volunteers calling the games, and you are all sponsors putting this broadcast on. So thank you very much. Today's sponsors of the broadcast are Mates in Construction from Walkerville and MC Sportswear, getting behind Port Adelaide. But Mates in Construction, they're an independent charity working to reduce suicide and strengthening mental health across the construction, mining, and energy sectors. They focus on prevention, intervention, and crisis support, providing practical on-site training and ongoing assistance to build safer, more supportive workplaces. Mates empowers workers to recognize the signs when someone's struggling, start the conversation, and connect their mates to help. Built on the simple idea of mates looking out for mates, Mates in Construction is changing the culture of industry, one site, one conversation, and one mate at a time by saving lives and strengthening mental health across the construction, mining, and energy sectors. Important work that Mates in Construction are doing, especially in South Australia. That is 3 industries that I feel like make up the bulk of the workforce here.
Very worthy cause.
Construction, mining, and energy. Yeah. There's a little bit of South Australia in there. Great cause, great group of people getting behind that. So even if you're not in construction, a reminder to check in on your mates. Haley Mayer leads things off. Productive start to the season for Haley Mayer. She's been playing nice center field. She's 2 for 8, but she's got 3 walks. So she's getting on base in almost half of her at-bats. And tricky from the left.
Another good contact hitter. Hits the ball well to the right, left side. Also middle and shortstop area.
A lot of power.
This is the 7, 8, 9 portion of the Walkerville lineup. And a swing and a miss, and Lacey Ham looks like she's starting to hit a groove.
A good pitch series there, just up and away.
3rd strikeout.
Yep.
Ham allowed a course of 3 base runners in a row, Stone, Salas, and Robinson. One came in on a wild pitch. They had runners in scoring position, including bases loaded with 1 out, and only allowed the 1 run. Steph Gall up to bat right now. 2 for 8 with 2 walks. That one on the inside.
It's a nice pitch again by Lacey. She's getting in her rhythm, like you said a bit earlier. she was saying last night she did struggle a bit to get in to a good rhythm, and that's what she was going to do tonight is just work on, you know, getting her pitches moving, mixing it up a bit, and she definitely is doing that right now. It's only the second inning, and, you know, she's already got, 3 strikeouts, you were saying, so...
And she allowed the 1 run, but nothing left the infield. One ball was smashed up the middle. It was off of her glove. And a ball she'd probably want to have back Lacey Ham as well. I'm distracted by a Kelpie down the right field line. I think maybe you are too. Or maybe a new pitcher, potentially.
Yeah, looks like Haley Mayers might be just rolling over.
Gotta love a good Kelpie, though.
Love them. Swing and a miss. Shout out to Sunny watching at home. That's my Kelpie.
Woody's mine.
I don't have a Kelpie.
They should meet, Bill.
I'll say on behalf of Bo.
It's part Kelpie, isn't he?
He's not, but my dog Smiley is a Labrador, but
okay.
he does look a bit like a Kelpie, especially
like
as a
Kelpie,
puppy.
yeah.
But I don't know, maybe there's a mix in there. We don't know.
Hey, just an update out on Diamond 2 right now. West Torrens and Sturt. West Torrens are up 3-1 in the bottom, or it'd be top of the 4 now.
West Torrens sitting at the top of the table. They are 3-1, shared at the top with Hills. Seacom also have 3 wins, but they have 2 losses to their name.
Do you know if Steph's throwing out the back, Bill, or if it might be
It was supposed to be Asha tonight.
Asha, okay.
Inside Intel told me that, and I think it is because Steph's in center field from what I saw there. Kelly Bested, number 9 batter in now.
And a swing and a miss, and Lacey Ham strikes out the side. All swinging, attacking the zone up. And Lacey Ham looking like a problem for Walkerville.
Yeah, that's a really good inning from Lacey. She'll be really happy with that, and she's going to want to keep that rolling when they get it back out there. But right now, there's the Kelpie.
There's the Kelpie. Look at the Kelpie's dialed into this game.
That's, I want to say that's the Davis's Kelpie, isn't it? Or is it? No?
Oh, this looks like a Walkerville Kelpie.
Walkerville Kelpie, right?
Oh, my goodness. This is Kelpie Cam.
Oh, he's chasing the ball.
Should we commentate the Kelpie? And the Kelpie runs down the right field line. He's got the eye on the ball. Kelpie releases the bark. Kelpie going crazy now. Kelpie can see something. She wants to go for a walkies. The Kelpie thinks they're going for a walkies, but to no avail. Instead, she's just got to watch an exchange of batters as Kelpie Cam comes to an end, to the much chagrin of the whole viewer. If you'd like Kelpie Cam back, just vote. I don't know, leave a comment saying bring back Kelpie Cam, and Space Cake can make it happen.
If we're going to be Kelpie Cam, next time I come down to commentate, I'm bringing mine with me.
I'm bringing mine too.
He's going to be sitting right here beside us.
Our Kelpies can call the game. Anyways, we do have a game to call.
We've got to change a pitcher here. We've got Haley Mayo coming in.
Okay, that's a big one, which makes sense. I mean, Aaron Reed last night pitched the whole game, allowed the 3-run homer in this one, and Walkerville are going to have to go with a bit of a Johnny Allstaff approach tonight.
This is something a little different as well. Haley is a lefty, so it's a little bit something that I think most teams in the Adelaide competition aren't used to. So Walkerville are going to use that to their advantage, throw her in, even if it's just for a few innings, but just see how she goes. She's a very strong pitcher.
Well, Lady Reliable comes to the plate. It's Jess Neves. She is being normally she's been used as kind of the 9 hitter for many years on the Magpies. Sometimes she gets popped up to that 2 position, very much that second leadoff or situational player in a lineup. Won a premiership, been to a few of them, been on the Stars. 2 for 6 to start the season for Jess Neves. Watches one on the outside. Good part in the lineup to make the change as well. You go to your 8-9 hitters. Try to get in a groove before the Donovan, Maslin, and Lacey Ham part of the lineup come up. It's the part that burned them early. The first 4 reached, including a 3-run home run from Riley Donovan to put the Magpies up 3-1. Knocked over towards center field, and moving back to make the play
It's Kelly Bested.
is Kelly Bested, who has moved over to center
So we've
field.
got Aaron Reed's gone out to left field.
It just Nevis makes really good contact here. Doesn't try to do too much. It just hangs up and carries right to Kelly Bested in the perfect position there.
We've got another Glenelg player here. Amber Dodd Mobius.
Amber Dodd Mobius 0 for 3 to start the season. Just trying to get on. Gets her to chase. It's 1-1 count. 7 runs to come back and win 7-6 in the most dramatic of 3 dramatic games, to be totally honest. Last night, a late night it was for some teams.
Yeah, we had the 9 p.m. game.
Eesh.
So got out of here around 10:45.
Diamond 2, 9
Yeah,
p.m.
we're very lucky that the wind dropped out. Otherwise, we probably would have still be frozen down there.
Magpies trying to find their rhythm. You talked to Ben Lucas, a premiership coach, a national champion coach as well, but basically saying, I mean, lack of continuity was one thing. I mean, you lose 6 starters, but then a lot of rain on training days has disrupted training schedules. Lacey Ham, she had an issue with the WBSC paperwork when she first came over. Riley Donovan didn't get here until Sunday. Up the middle, it's a base hit for Amber Dodd Mobius. And the Port Adelaide Magpies have another hit. He just said he just needs more time, more practice, and things will come together for the team. He just didn't want to be buried in too big of a hole to start the year. And he said he was standing at third thinking, oh my goodness, I can't believe we might be starting 0-4 here. And then bang, they scored 7 runs. And he locked up the field and said, what just happened?
Just a little settler here at the mound, or the rubber. I find it interesting that last year I would say that Glenelg was the nemesis of Port Adelaide. How many games did they come back and beat Port Adelaide when Port Adelaide had it won? And what does Ben do? He goes out and gets 2 of the key players from that Glenelg team, says, hey, you come and join us and stop beating us and start winning for us. And Amber's come through already.
You can't beat them.
Join them.
Hope that they drop out of the competition and they have put out.
But they could beat them.
Never mind.
Now
well, Glenelg, Port Adelaide
Yeah.
won't be beating Glenelg this year. Yeah, so that win streak continues.
We've got Chloe Davis up now. Can put a short bunt down.
Rolls one over towards second. Scooped up by Salas again. They try to turn 2. That's the second time the fielder's choice has gone over to second.
Another good play there by Salas. It's not going to be a routine just ground the ball to the right side on Walkerville and move your runner along, because she's making quality pivot moves and throwing the 2.
She also has to go and field that whilst having the runner run
right by
in
her.
front of her. So
really good focus.
Good job to her. And we got the hot bat of Montana Edwards.
Yeah, retiring that lead runner probably important because of that reason. She's swinging a hot bat, 5 for 10. Had the walk and scored in the first inning for Montana Edwards. And like you said, Becky, a doubles machine right now.
Yes.
Extra bases would score a run for sure if you had the runner at second.
And we have 2 big alleys. We've got their left field's, probably, what is it, maybe 10 metres off the line?
Not far.
Yeah. It's a big zone there for her to crank.
Tries to loop one in there. Just misses the spot.
Now, Montana's first at bat against Aaron, way out in front, ripping things foul. And then now, Mayer a bit faster on most pitches, fouled off to the first base side. Then she came back with a changeup. So is she going to find something in the middle here or not? We'll see.
Important out because Riley Donovan is on deck. Knocked to right field and into the glove of Aaron Stone.
It's 2 out.
Oh, 2 out.
Chelsea.
That's 3 out.
That's 3 out. No, that is 3 out. Yeah.
There was 2 out, and then got the catch, and she was
ready to go. Well, I mean, that's huge because Riley Donovan will step up to the plate with nobody on base to start the next inning rather than come in a spot where there's a couple runners on and she's already gone deep in this game. Well, a big thanks to our broadcast partner and league sponsor in MC Sportswear. Proudly Australian, proudly South Australian. They've been making, custom teamwear for clubs and players right across this great competition in South Australia for, much longer than I've been here. They are certainly a reliable source, people you can trust in the community. So if you need all of your softball gear, your baseball gear, everything in between, MC Sportswear is the place for you. Look good, play hard. It's MC Sportswear. Popped into MC Sportswear, I'm sure, over the years.
Oh, yeah. Spent too much money there.
Well, thanks, Becky, for funding the broadcast by your way of MC Sportswear. It's a go-to spot for the Diamond Sports community, MC Sportswear, so a big thanks to them. Thanks to all our broadcast partners. We do have some awards to give out at the end of the game. We have the Carve Player of the Game, who will win a pair of Carve sunglasses, the performance eyewear. More on that a little bit later, as well as the Sporties Bar. And we have the Easton Player of, or the Easton Play of the Game. Yep. Play of the Game powered by Easton. And home run, probably the big play for mine so far.
Sophie King leading it off for Walkerville, top of the third.
Yeah, she struck out her first at-bat. Lacey Ham would be putting her name in the ring for that Carve Performer of the Game. She's got 5 strikeouts so far, and the ball hasn't left the infield. She allowed the 1 run.
Pitch.
Picking up in confidence as the innings have gone by.
Yeah, she is. I think she's good command of the pitches at the moment, in and around the zone. Living a bit high, which is... if you're swinging under it, it's working good.
Down low again.
And she's been getting that low strike. That one's just a bit off the plate, I think. But she's right on the bottom of the zone a couple of times.
Sophie King is a tough out. There was a strikeout, but it was a lengthy at-bat back in the first inning. She pops one up. Calling everybody off is Chloe Davis, 1 down.
Yeah, a little low outside, set up pitch just before that, and then goes back up top. King almost gets there, just can't quite get on top of that ball to see it into the infield. And Chloe Davis stays with it, keeps her eyes on it. Good catch. She's found her feet now after a couple plays her way.
Good hack again from Aaron Stone, who walked and scored Walkerville's only run. Walkerville had bases loaded with 1 out. And there are 5-6 batters coming up, and they could only score the 1 run. Moment that's looming large, and it happened from the moment we said play ball.
Erin swung on 2 rivals here, so it'll be interesting to see what Lacey does, how she can get in her head a little bit potentially.
Hamill settling again. Knocked right towards the pitcher. Well handled by Lacey Ham, and she makes the 2nd out.
Good job, Lacey.
Just a little change of pace maybe on that one. That wasn't quite as hot. Had her out in front, and she was kind of slowing her bat at contact.
Well, important you get those first 2 outs, because this is the troubling part of the lineup. Christy Salas holds all kinds of school records at OSSU. She's the import player, off to a big start this year. Already a hit this game. Chelsea Robinson is 10 for 16 to start the year. And Kira Larson, batting 5, played at Lawrence University and can swing hard. And that is ripped over towards short. Davis made a good jump on it. It just scoops by her. And that was exactly why those first 2 outs were so important.
Impressive swing there.
Yeah, Christy Salas, I think, is going to have some success in the Premier League.
Chloe Davis almost got a glove to that. Very close. I think maybe next year when she's grown a bit taller, then she'll get that one.
Yeah, it needs that Brie Marcelino height.
Yeah. Brie wouldn't even have to lift her glove.
Yeah. Chelsea Robinson has a runner on. She's 1 for 1 today. She's 10 for 16 to start this season. Double digits hits, and we're not even out of October.
Yeah, she's an athlete.
She peppers box scores.
And she's back in the Stars this year, I believe, which is very, very good. Very valuable player.
Crucial in the Stars National Championship back in 2022, Bill, the team that you coached. You got to use her in a few different roles, Chelsea Robinson.
Yeah, mainly shortstop in that one. Can't remember if we had her catch. I don't think we had her catch that.
It was the Belle White show up against the wall. And
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah. But she factored into a lot of big plays, and especially in those extra innings where she held the runner at 3 to throw out the second out. Made some really good off-balance throws.
She's been with the Aussie Spirit before the national team. Played over in America.
And she, I want to say she scored the winning run on Amber Hood's sack fly.
Yes.
Agree with me because it's etched in my brain.
Yes.
She slides, touches the plate, gets up in a big fist
Oh,
bump.
good
Yeah.
Helps break a 66-year drought.
It's what they say.
It was a long year. They broke a 3-year drought last year. 2.5, really.
I think where Chelsea's really improved this year and past last year, too, is pulling the ball with authority. And she's really having some good cuts at the inside pitches where, years leading up to that, really good hits out to the right center side, which I also like. But she's pulling the ball when it's there to pull.
Yeah, time away from the Stars. I'm sure becoming a mom would have factored away in that decision as well. But returned full-time last year, Chelsea Robinson, and go figure, Walkerville win a premiership. And a big strikeout of Lacey from Lacey Ham. Just darts one in there. We're chatting up Chelsea Robinson, and there's Lacey Ham firing on up.
Cut the edge. Nice pitch.
Strikeout number 6.
Looking for something away and painted the inside.
We might see Hayley Mayer throwing that pitch a bit more now that Chelsea got it caught on her. Dip her toe in the water and see how far she can push it against Port.
Once again, a big thanks to Walkerville's broadcast partner, Mates in Construction, the independent charity doing a lot of work to reduce suicide and strengthen mental health across the construction, mining, and energy sectors. Have a Google of Mates in Construction. Find out how you can empower your workers to recognize the signs when someone is struggling. Just start a conversation and connect Mates to help. And a great idea, just built on that idea of Mates looking out for Mates, which is embedded in the Australian culture. So big thanks to Mates in Construction, saving lives and strengthening mental health across the construction, mining, and energy sectors. MC Sportswear as well, the broadcast partner today. It's 10 years of Spacequake broadcasts, so thanks for all of the partners. And apparently it's the 10-year anniversary on Friday. No, last Friday. I don't know. This month, this week, 10 years was the first live stream. So big thanks to Spacequake for telling those stories of community sport. Bill, over to you. You got the
I got an update.
Sports Center update.
Yeah, update from Diamond 2. They are in the top of 4, but Sturt has come back with a 3-run inning of their own, and they're up 4-3 over West Torrens at the moment.
What inning, Bill?
Would be top of 4.
What a roller coaster that game is.
Actually, to be honest, it's still bottom of 3, and Belle White is batting, so it could be continuing.
4-3. They've traded runs. They've traded 3-run innings in the back. West Torrens sitting at top of the table. This is a base hit up the middle. And Riley Donovan is 2 for 2 on her broadcast debut. She's got a home run and now a single up the middle.
Well, they say with power hitters, the toughest one, he gets the signal. So maybe she's looking for the cycle and thought she'd just take this one up the middle first. Now she's got to add the double and triple, right?
Yeah, needs a couple more at-bats. She has the only cycle. Well, no, that wasn't her. That was... yeah.
That'd be a little bit too coincidental. Right? Well,
that'd be amazing. Well, Jess Maslin, she's got a single today. 4 for 7 to start the season.
Maslin, a good batter, can do a bit of everything. Dropped down that running bunt, surprising a few times last year, and beat it. Hit for power. She can play a small game too. I wouldn't expect to be bunting here at the moment. Let's swing away.
Starting the season not in perfect health, Jess Maslin. Battling a couple injuries, but still playing her 2 sports of baseball and softball and filling her weekend on a diamond of some way, shape, or form. Hard hit up the middle. That one was blocked by Haley Mayer and makes the play at first. Gutsy effort from Mayer.
Great job by Mayer. I mean, that thing's hit right back at her kneecaps and just gets her glove down there in time.
Oh.
Shocks her a bit, but hey, hangs with it.
Still gets the out.
Bare hand on the ball and makes a good throw across. The adrenaline would be pumping hard there, but she's made a good throw.
Now we have 1 out. Runner on second. Scoring position. We've got Lacey coming up to bat.
Actually,
hit a few doubles.
Sorry, Beck, it's going to be a little bit more beneficial for her being a lefty that ball actually gets behind her, because when she picks it up with the bare hand, it's a ready-made throw. She's doing a little bunny hop there, too. Whereas if it bounces in front of her, she's got to do the spin to make the throw.
Yeah.
Probably by design. Haley's been around long enough. She probably knew to do that, right?
Lacey Ham, 6 strikeouts in the circle so far in this game. She's 4 for 7 with a couple walks to start the year. Looking for an insurance run.
Outfield look pretty deep. We've also got Erin Reid still quite close to that line, which opens up that left center alley.
Yeah, they kind of shaded a little bit in left and center, but right is hanging close to her line.
Ball down in the dirt. Evens the count up at 1.
Lacey struck out last time on changeup, wasn't it?
Changeup, yep. Taste her own medicine.
It giveth and taketh away.
Good call, Beck.
Well, she's going to sit on that and knock it down the line. It's a base hit, and it's going to score a run.
And she's hit another double.
Lacey Ham pushes the score to 4-1. It's an RBI double, and that woman means business.
Held her hands back nicely on that change there. Rips it into left field. Erin does a good job of getting it into third as quick as possible, but they do score the run.
Yeah, you said it, Beck. You can see her twitch on that pitch and hold back, and her hands stay back, and that made all the difference. Put it, just about a meter inside the line?
Yeah,
and,
if that.
Maybe there's a reason why they had put that close to the line out there. They get some advanced knowledge.
Death by the changeup, life by the changeup. Sasha Penglay's up to bat right now, reached on a fielder's choice. She's 3 for 11 to start the year. Swings at 1 and chops it foul. The top of the lineup has been productive, to say the least, for Port Adelaide. They scored 3 runs in the first inning. The first 4 batters reached base, but it was trademarked by a Riley Donovan 3-run shot.
Sasha does like hitting. She is very good at hitting alleys as well. Always a center right alley. You know what it is, straight over second base's head, and she even hit her last ground out to second base, so it's still in that direction. She takes that one foul.
Yeah, another player does a really good job of making contact, letting the pitch do the work. Just put the bat on it, and you're right center side, the middle. I would say Erin's a little too deep out there in right. But Sasha has taken one to the fence before, too.
And just on the outside, Haley Mayer, reminder, back in the circle right now. Erin Reid started this game, got through the first inning. Mayer working into her second. Pitch on the outside. Full count. Still a runner in scoring position.
Love the split screen. So good.
All the functions that have been added in the 10 years of broadcasting with Space Quake
Everyone
Sports.
do yourself a favor and go back 10 years and watch the stream, and then watch the stream now.
It was good then, but great now.
Oh, yeah.
Knocked down the right sideline.
Mayer trying to look for that outside edge and put her away, and Sash just slashed the bat out on it. Stays alive.
Lengthy at bat. Good battle.
So changeup probably not a good pitch on someone that swings as late as Sasha does. You know, let's see if Haley changes things up and throws that up and in.
That would be good to see. See what Sasha does.
Up and in fastball.
Ground ball over to second, and that's the second out. 2 ground balls here as Courtney Shepard will come to the plate. Runner advances over to third.
Safe hands of Salas there, eh? She's made all the plays look pretty routine and made the routine plays look easy. The hard plays look easy. Hard plays look routine. That's what
hard
I'm trying
plays
to
look
say.
routine, the routine plays look easy.
That's what I'm trying to say.
And the easy plays look easier.
Wait a minute. Strike that. Reverse it.
Yeah, whatever. You know,
little Willy Wonka for you.
Yeah. Courtney Shepard up to bat right now. Trying to add another insurance run. Already one across the plate this inning. Port Adelaide entered the game with a 1-3 record. They were nearly 0-4 before that 7-run comeback. They've allowed 32 runs to start the year. Up the middle, and it's a base hit. It's a 5-1 game.
Great effort from Kingy there. Laid out, body on the line. Just shows her commitment. She really wants to get this out. She wants to have another opportunity to go and bat, score more runs, and win the game. And good on Courtney Shepard there.
That's her first hit as a Magpie.
Yeah, first pitch swinging right up the middle.
First RBI as a Magpie, and that one will feel good to go home knowing you've got that first box score contribution of the season. And Port Adelaide had only scored 14 runs on top of that. Before that last inning, they were staring down the barrel of only scoring 7 runs their first 4 games and being 0-4. Instead, they scored those 7, won the game. And now tonight, another 5 runs on the board. This is sort of the Port Adelaide we've been accustomed to. They can score runs in a hurry, and they don't really give you too many opportunities to do damage themselves. Amber Dodd Mobius. Or, sorry, Jess Neves. Called strike on the inside edge, and the inning will come to an end. Haley Mayer gets the strikeout, but RBIs to Lacey Ham and Courtney Shepard have doubled the lead that was at the start of the inning. It's now a 5-1 advantage for Port Adelaide as we head to the 4th inning. Once again, a big thanks to MC Sportswear, an Adelaide institution. Can we call MC Sportswear an Adelaide institution? Yeah, I think we definitely can. Certainly,
I think you just did.
I think I just did. So, yes, I guess I am. There we go. Big supporters of the softball community for a whole generation and more right now, to be honest. Make sure you check out MC Sportswear for your wide range of diamond sports gear. A big thanks to all of our partners. Looking forward to naming the Carve Performance Eyewear Player of the Game. Every broadcast will have a Carve Performer Player of the Game. They'll get those new Carve Performance Eyewear glasses. They're great. Becky, have you ever wore Carves before?
Yeah, actually I have. We had a quiz night last year, and there was a prize donated. We were lucky enough to win the quiz night, and I scored the Sunnies, and I was very happy with that. There was a couple pairs.
You ever worn them at a national championship before?
I haven't, no. I've worn them in club before, but yes, very, very good sunglasses. Comfortable, lightweight. What more could you ask for, really?
Sun protective. Kara Larson up to bat right now. Swing and a miss. Sort of the surprise import to the competition. She's going to be in South Australia for a number of years, working with Sassy as the South Australian.
It's the night of the changeup, isn't it? Yeah, lots of great changeups thrown tonight. I love a good changeup for a strike.
That wasn't a changeup.
No.
Tries to get her chasing.
Yeah, they're mixing it around.
Yeah, but setup pitch here. High rise ball like that by the zone, and let's see what happens here.
Kara Larson trying to settle in. She struck out her first at-bat, but had a couple real good swings, and I think Lacey Ham knows the kind of damage that Larson can do.
Good pitch by Ham. That's the one she's been getting. She's had a couple really right at the bottom of the zone strikes and didn't get it this time.
There was that big swing.
Yeah, quick hands.
Good at bat by Larson. Good battle with Ham.
We're into inning 4, and Lacey Ham already has an RBI and 6 strikeouts. She'd be
making 7. Bill. Just for you.
Back to the changeup. Huh. It's like I saw it coming. That was a good pitch. Really good pitch.
Very good pitch.
And for a strike, too. I mean, that one wasn't out of the zone by any means. You could tell Larson really trying to have a good hack at this and just couldn't hold those hands back. Like, who did that the inning before? Was that Lacey?
It was Lacey.
How about that? Okay, she could throw a changeup, hit a changeup.
Get struck out by a changeup?
Yeah, well,
yeah.
that's right, she did.
The circle of life.
Ground ball over towards second. Good second effort from Montana Edwards, and Lacey Ham quickly has 2 outs to her name.
Nice play. Stays low on the ball. Gets a little bobble, but she's behind it. Recovers quickly, bare hand, and makes that throw.
Florida scored their 5 runs with a 3-run homer by Donovan in the second, and they added 2 more in that last half inning. Lacey Ham not really given much room for West Torrens to work. They had the bases, or Walkerville to work, rather. They had the bases loaded with 1 out in the first inning, and since then, all except 1 batter have been retired. It's 10 of the last 11 sat down by Lacey Ham, and she is just toying with them now.
Yes.
Have you faced Lacey yet?
Yes.
How'd you go?
I want to say I went either one. I want to say 1 for 2. I want to say.
You had a hit.
Yes. I got a hit off her. Oh,
and there you go, another strikeout. Make it 8 strikeouts, and 11 of 12 sat down from Lacey Ham. The game could have ballooned early on her, but not just a settle-down effort. She's turned the settle-down into dominance.
She'll be happy with that too.
Yeah.
She'll be really happy with that. And, you know, it could just be because she's got Riley behind the plate, have a bit more confidence to, you know, throw her pitches. She could have just, you know, had a very relaxing day and had a good day of recovery and come out firing. Who knows?
Got us an update out on Diamond 2.
Not another twist.
Another twist to the story.
No. Say no more. Actually, no. Tell me more. I want to know.
Well, out on Diamond 2 here, we've got Sturt went on to add another run, and they're up 5-3 in the, looks like the bottom of 5 now.
And that game will be ending soon, won't it?
Yes. What time we got there? Yeah,
it will be over.
They're right on time now. So if Sturt is batting, that'll be cold.
Yeah, they are, yeah.
Yeah.
Any stats from that game over on
you know, I stopped paying for the subscription, so I don't have all the gear.
Well,
I used to have it all. I got nothing now.
Oh, Bill.
Sorry, I can't. Yeah.
But we do know.
I couldn't pay the $4 a year. A month, sorry.
Well, if you want the stats, you can go pay for them at the
teacher salary. You know, just I made another lifestyle choice instead, and put the money into 2 wheels instead of stats on.
Amber Dodd Mobius pops one up into center
Double.
field. It drops down, and overrunning it is Kelly Bested. And Amber Dodd Mobius has been on base twice today.
Good base running. as well.
And now it turns back to the top of the lineup. Well, I'll tell you what. So with Sturt winning today, they go to 2-3, and West Torrens drops to 3-2. If Port Adelaide can hold on to win this game, they will improve to 2-3, and Walkerville would drop to 2-4, which on winning percentage would have them at the bottom. I know it's the runs allowed, but the point is there's a bunt laid down, and it's a good one. Hustling down the line is Davis. Job done, and now you have a few ways you can score that run.
Good to say, Hayley Mayer does do a good job at getting the bunt, spinning, setting her feet, and making a good throw. Probably about 8 or 9 times out of 10. Like, she does well. Like you were saying before, Bill, she had the benefit of the doubt being the way she was. But, again, she's just shown that give her the chance to have to do the turn, she can do it.
Yeah, that's something as a lefty you got to be used to doing. You know you're going to have to make that spin because otherwise you're turning the wrong way and throwing it, and it's an awkward throw. So that was a really nice play.
That was a good bump by Chloe as well.
Yeah.
Montana Edwards up to bat right now. But to finish my point earlier, if this score holds, the first place team in the Premier League competition, with everybody having played at least 5 games except for Hills, will have 3 wins. The bottom place team would have 2 wins. Everybody would be within 2 points of each other. First place in 6, and the bottom 3 with 4. That probably is a telltale sign of things
it's going to be a good season, yeah. And when Walkerville have Taylor pitching as well, it's going to be another story again. So it'll be really interesting to see how Walkerville and the whole association goes in 21 days.
I don't know when the 21 days are retroactive to. It must have already started, so yes. I'm not too sure what day we are under.
Because I do know she pitched last week in the rescheduled game. And
can we get a Spacequake countdown timer to Taylor Cottle's play?
They could do that. We just need we need the date. They can do the timer.
I think we need just above Walkerville's name there that little countdown.
It's their 10th anniversary special, the Taylor Cottle countdown.
The Doomsday countdown.
It's the Cottle countdown. Yeah, it's a bit of a big inclusion. In Port Adelaide, what a difference potentially, literally a span of 24 hours can make. At this time last night, they were down 6-0 to Sturt and about to go 0-4.
And it brings up Riley Donovan, exactly who Walkerville would not want.
Now what do you do here? Donovan is already 2 for 2.
Do you put her on to get to Maslin?
And then
Choices.
to Lacey.
Choices.
So dangerous.
Yeah,
she
dangerous.
has the 3-run home run in the first inning that put Port in front. As we mentioned earlier, she was the NAIA World Series MVP. She won a softball European Cup, WBSC. She can play, Riley Donovan, it turns out.
She can. And I think a lot of people were thinking, in the last probably week or so, like, who is this girl? We still don't know who she is. And she's come out and she's made an immediate statement.
Yeah,
going, I think, look, this is what I'm here to do.
And if you don't know, you'll see it on the reel that I'm sure Spacequake will post in the next, 1 to 2 business days.
First Spacequake a bat, bang.
Riley Donovan.
Well,
she's got that shimmy as well.
Double or triple?
Just a base hit would do, Bill.
She already got that.
Landed in the country on Sunday. 48 hours later, she met her battery partner and played last night, was part of a 6-run comeback. 24 hours later, she hit her home run. It's been a crazy 72 hours for Donovan in the softball South Australia Premier League. And a base hit here might almost cement the Player of the Game awards, although she might be top of mind for the Play of the Game.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe Christie for a few good plays at second base. And we've got the Play being the 3-run home run.
And the Play is the Easton Play of the Game. That's powered by Easton. $50 voucher will go to them. And then The Sporties voucher and the Carve sunglasses will go to the player of the game. And, yeah, top of both of those lists might be Riley Donovan right now.
Zoom in on the knee.
Shimmy. Good pitch by Maya, that last one, just off the plate, trying to get her the bite. And again, she's not missing by much, but Donovan's not biting.
Probably have to be pretty fine with Riley Donovan.
Well, if we look, even if she wasn't going to clear the fence again, but she goes same direction, we've got open field. Like,
yeah, 3-1 pitch. She's looking for something to turn on.
Yeah.
Ball in the dirt, it slips away. Play at home. She's safe. Amber Dodd-Mobius slides under the tag. Riley Donovan will stand at first, and it's a 5-run lead for Port Adelaide.
Good hustle by Chelsea. Got in good position and a nice throw. But yes, Justine under the plate, or under the tag there, right across the plate.
Brings up Jess Maslin.
4 for 8 to start the season. She's got a runner in scoring position. Just the one out on the board right now for Port Adelaide. That foul off her toe?
Yep, I reckon, by that facial expression.
Yeah, just on the inside there. Yeah.
Lacey Ham stands on deck, and there's just one out right now, so barring a double play, she's going to have a chance to really put this game to bed, to be honest, Lacey Ham. She's already been dominant in the circle. She's had the double. She's had the RBI. Up the middle. Ooh, that goes off a leg as well.
She's hit her twice.
Oh, my goodness.
I think that one didn't get
Shin.
the glove.
I think that was straight up shin.
But she's done well again to make that play. But that's going to smart a bit. Just off the... Did she get the glove down? She's kind of hopping away from it, but she might have just got a bit of glove and then shin. Another
Still
great play. Another great stop.
Jess held her hands back well there as well, you can see. But Haley is getting gritty there.
Well, Lacey Ham, if she can drive in a pair of runs, would put Port Adelaide just 3 outs away. She's had a wonderful day. 8 strikeouts in the circle. And an RBI double. She started the year 5 for 8 with a couple of walks.
Big swing.
She was trying to put a couple more digits on the scoreboard.
Now, I think Haley caught a little bit more on her leg there. She kind of had a little bit of a hop after that pitch, and I was just wondering, because that first pitch after being hit was in the dirt, just might be tightening up a little bit.
Aaron Reed started this game. Mayer's been pitching since the start of the second. It's the strike called on the outside edge.
That's tough, but that's a good pitch. Very good pitch.
Mayer trying to limit the damage.
We've seen Lacey go, left center in most of her doubles. Be interesting to see if she can actually go with that pitch.
Cracks one over to the left side. A good pick by Sophie King and a nice throw across the diamond. Port Adelaide allow a run, but it could have been more, and they hang tough in this game. They keep themselves just 5 runs back.
Good contact, but a nice backhanded play by Sophie King. A little bit in the dirt.
Good pick.
But Georgia Mason digs it out, secures it with that second hand. Nice job.
Big thanks again to our broadcast partners today, MC Sportswear, the South Australian institution making custom teamwear for clubs and players right across the country. Look good, play hard. That's MC Sportswear and Adelaide Diamond Sports Institution. And for Walkerville, Mates in Construction, the independent charity working to reduce suicide and strengthen mental health across the construction, mining, and energy sectors. Focus on prevention, intervention, and crisis support, providing practical on-site training and ongoing assistance to build safer, more supportive workplaces. Mates empowers workers to recognize the signs when someone is struggling, start the conversation, and connect their mates to help, built on the simple idea of mates looking out for mates. Mates in Construction is changing culture of the industry, one site, one conversation, and one mate at a time, saving lives and strengthening mental health across the construction, mining, and energy sectors. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Over to you, Bill.
Hey, we got another plot twist.
Stop it.
What we thought might have been the last at bat for Sturt, they must have had time to start another inning. And I'm seeing now that West Torrens came back with 4 runs in the top of the 6th to put them up 6-5, but Sturt have just added a run just as we're watching. It's 7-6 West Torrens.
Oh, my goodness.
At the moment.
Wow, this potentially has a heartbreaking 2 days for Sturt, who led 6-0 before allowing 7 runs late in a 6-run comeback last night. Tonight, minutes away from escaping with a win because of a game called with time. Didn't get it in time. West Torrens pop off 4, go up 7-5. Sturt still batting at 7-6. My goodness. This is crazy.
Yeah. I'm going to need some serious debrief on this game later from one Izzy Benedictson. It's showing me that West Torrens has made 7 errors in this game.
What?
Sturt's made 3.
What?
That's what I'm seeing here. And, again, I don't have the full pay I-score, but that's where we're at. Nobody's walking back from there yet, so they must still be playing.
You're one step closer to buying that because you want to know what's going to happen.
Well, I gave it up because I'm taking a year off of all that stuff. I just want to be a spectator, you know?
Yeah, this is a great spectator app, though, having the...
That's true.
You want to be a spectator, you got to find out how this drama's unfolding.
No, I just come down and watch.
We'll get reporter Izzy on the call as Steph Gall fouls one. Yeah.
Hey, there's a good fill-in next time she's not playing, huh?
That'd be cool. A little father-daughter combination in the broadcast booth.
No, we don't do that.
No. Okay. Izzy in, Bill out.
Yeah, that's right. Me out.
Quick and easy substitution.
Well, a big strikeout. That's number 9 from Lacey Ham.
Yep, goes up the ladder again and just can't get on top of it.
Kelly bested up to bat right now. Port Adelaide in danger of not having another at-bat. These games are 90 minutes, but there's no new innings after 85. We are in minute number 74 at the moment. And the other one to keep in mind is there's a run rule after 5 innings. It's 7 runs after 5. Port Adelaide, if they tack on a couple runs and the score holds at 6-1 before then, well, the game will just end anyways. There won't matter if there's any more time or not. Although if you score a couple runs, you probably ate some time anyways.
Ham's picking up a lot of her strikeouts down here in the 7, 8, 9 part of the order tonight against Walkerville.
Looks like she's going mostly inside on Kelly. Challenge her to get her hands around a bit earlier. It'd be interesting to see. Now she's up head of the count if she'll go back to
magical pitch
change. Yeah. Dip her toe in the water and see how it goes. She's got a few balls to play with. Yeah, she goes up again.
But generally speaking, when you get somebody that's late on your pitch, you don't want to slow it down for them.
No, because then it's just better timing. But
yeah.
I think with those 2 good cuts from Kelly, those 2 good cuts from Kelly that have come up and in, might have been good just to mix it up. But
While you guys were saying that, did you hear some cheers happening in the back field? That's either a game over cheer or a, oh my goodness. It's a game over cheer, but is it walk off or is it?
I don't know.
This is a little blooper almost.
Go away.
The moral of tonight's broadcast is pay for the iScore subscription. Swing and a miss.
And there's the change.
Make it 10 strikeouts for Lacey Ham.
Good on Riley for gloving that as well. It was a bit lower in the zone and got Kelly chasing on that.
There's some people packing up.
Yeah.
Oh, no, they're still.
7-6. I got one out.
They're still watching.
Out.
Still going, and they've got bases juiced.
No.
Yep.
Hang on, guys. I'll be right back. I'm going to go watch.
With Wilson up. And
Ooh.
grounds out. First, force out, 3 out.
That's it.
Did they turn a double play on that?
No. We got to flag someone as they're walking by. We can send Becky to go.
To catcher? It was a double play.
Double play to end the game with
Wow.
bases loaded. Are you kidding me?
It was a 1, 2, 3 double play to end the game, and West Torrens win 7-6.
That is a crazy, crazy game.
Sorry, viewers of this game. We're getting a little preoccupied with Diamond 2, but that's quite the result.
Wow. Well, Lacey Ham has Sophie King with 2 strikes. She has 2 strikeouts this inning, looking to strike out the side for another time this inning, and King stays alive. Lacey Ham has sat down 13 of the last 14 batters. She had the bases loaded with 1 out in the first inning, and since then, Lacey Ham has been locked down.
Yeah, good call, Eric. And that first inning, I know that's only the first inning and you can't win it in the first, but it looked like it could have been a different game very early on. And then they found their feet, and Lacey Ham's really setting the pace now.
Could be in the mix for the player of the game, presented by Carve. She could also be in the mix for play of the game, because you think back to that ground ball she got out of Georgia Mason to get out of the jam, the strikeout she had of Kira Larson. She also had that RBI double that pushed the game to 4-1 that just sort of broke the game open a little bit for Port Adelaide. She's had a collection of big moments. Donovan had the 3-run home run in the first, which was a big shot, but Lacey Ham has been excellent. Port Adelaide have scored 6, but they've only needed 2. Trying to strike out the side. Oh, was looking for 11. Only 1 ball has left the infield today. There's a base hit from Christy Salas to left field all the way back in the 3rd inning. Ground ball over towards short. It gets through Chloe Davis. And just as I say, nothing's left the infield. It's a base hit that breaks up that string, and still some hope here for Walkerville as they crack a shot to left field.
Walkerville stay alive, yeah.
They probably need to do all their scoring here. This game will be called. No new innings in 5 minutes. This is the top of the 5th.
Well, we've got Kingy has wheels, and so does Aaron. We maybe see a little running bump here.
Two outs on the board.
But then we do have Christy up.
And Chelsea Robinson.
Yes.
They need to put up a number right now, Bill.
Well, at this point, Walkerville's just got to try and keep it going. You know, keep getting on base, move 1 base at a time. Mm-hmm. Nothing big, nothing silly.
Simple.
And let the hitters behind do the work. So corners are in pretty tight.
Oh!
Very close on that tag, but she's back easy.
Riley Donovan might have an arm as well.
Good aggressive tag by Jess. But, yeah, the corners are in, so they're kind of protecting of any of that short game, running bunt.
Make Aaron put it into play.
Lacey Ham Potentially one strike away from all but sealing this for the Port Adelaide Magpies. Cracked over the head, and this game continues.
Keeps it alive. Well, good contact hitter. She battled Bella. I think she changed up on her, and she just got the bat on it, drove it into left field.
Christy Salas has 2 hits. She's 2 for 2 to start the game. Chelsea Robinson and Kira Larson will follow. This is the 3-4-5 part of the lineup. There are 2 outs. Walkerville won't have time for another inning. They have to do all their scoring here. It's a long mountain to climb, but they've at least started the hike.
Well, you said it. They're in the right part of the order right now.
Can't win it on a swing right now. They just need runners on base. And Port Adelaide just want a moment to talk this over.
Chelsea Robinson, the on-deck circle, waiting to have her crack. Still got her shin pads on. Yeah. She's locked into the moment here. I don't think she's going to need them again.
The Chelsea Robinson stare over in the batter's box.
Yeah. Maybe she's going to bat with them on.
This one pops straight up in the air.
See, Salas is shortened up on the bat here in a slight split grip. She's just looking to put this ball into play. Right side, whatever it takes. And just going to say, going to fight off that changeup if it comes.
Tries to knock one towards the right field. Both of you, though, need to, knowing that we're approaching that time, we got to have a think as well about the impact play of the game, brought to you by Easton, and the performance eyewear player of the game, brought to you by Carve.
Well, I got my players to put forward there. I'll let you know in a moment. Play and player. Fouled another one off. She's battling up here. One and two. It's been 2 strikes on Salas for a while here, but she's not giving in. Either is Ham.
She's had a great game, Christy Salas, at second, and does have 2 hits.
2 hits and several plays at 2.
She'd be in the mix.
She'd be looking to put one right over second base.
Now she's going to roll one over towards first. It's bobbled by Maslin. She stumbles a bit. 1 run in. Play at the plate. And Walkerville keep the rally going.
Wow, that's some action there. The little bobble by Maslin. Really tough spot because Montana had to play the ball too, and she was never going to get to the base. She's looking for the ball coming through, so they never have a play at 1. But then to send a runner home, really aggressive when you're chasing 5 runs, but paid off for him. And you've got speedy Sophie King obviously running, so it's a pretty safe bet. Well, that does bring Chelsea Robinson up without her leg guards on.
The last 3 batters, Walkerville have been 1 strike away from getting out of the inning. Instead, a couple hits and an error, and a run is in the board. It's still 2 outs. Port Adelaide leads 6-2. If Robinson can get aboard, the tying run would come to the plate in Kira Robinson. Or Kira Larson.
Now, Walkerville with a 1-3 here, you really shouldn't be thinking about running here, but you could just try and
the run doesn't
catch him off guard.
You just don't want this runner to get out on first, right? That run doesn't really matter. It only matters if that runner is aboard and the players behind her in the lineup do their job and keep the lineup rolling.
And you can see Salas is just taking a short little complimentary lead and getting back quick. She doesn't want to get picked off. Especially when you get a batter like this up, you want to let them do the work. Don't want to take the bat out of her hands.
3-0 count as well.
Ball 4.
Well, after all of this, the tying run is going to come to the plate, and it's an import from Lawrence University. An all-Midwest Conference all-star. It's Kira Larson. She struck out twice. Adding a few complications to...
Well, it's a dangerous situation because, Larson has had some really aggressive cuts. She's just been mistiming, and they've got her at the changeup a couple of times, or at least once. But, all it takes is one. She might have sorted herself out with the first 2 at-bats, and, it only takes one. Never die, right?
Well, last night, Port Adelaide came back from 6-0 down. They scored 7 runs to stun Sturt and win this game. They are trying to avoid a reverse Uno card being played on them tonight. That damn +4 card is in play right now via the bat of Kira Larson. She's just going to make her throw a strike, I think.
Yeah, well, she's pitched 5 balls in a row now, so she'll be looking to see a strike first. Unless she really likes it, she'll have a go, but realistically, we'll want to see one here.
Larson goes fishing. It's up in the air. Now they got to find it. They make the play, and Lacey Ham gets out of a jam. A big moment, and that's the time of game as well. That was the ball game. It's a 6-2 win for Port Adelaide, who win 2 games in a course of 24 hours to go from bottom of the table to a couple wins and get their season on track.
Well, they made it interesting there in the end. They kept fighting, and they kept getting the runners on base.
Well, I think the Carve Impact player of the game, probably Riley Donovan. She caught 11 strikeouts, had the 3-run homer. They win 3-2. But Lacey Ham got out of the jam in the first, and she got out of the jam there. She also had 11 strikeouts and the getaway hit. She probably had 3 different moments that could warrant the impact play of the game. From Easton, how do we feel about those two, unless you've got anyone else?
I got them both as play and player, Donovan and Lamb.
I would say the other way around.
I've got it the other way around.
Me
Other
too.
way around? All right.
3-run homer.
I think the 3-run home run is your play.
Yeah.
All right.
Makes a statement.
What do I know? I'm overruled. But okay, let's do that then. Let's do that then. You guys summarize the game. Thank our sponsors. I'm going to go and grab our impact play of the game and player of the game.
Well, as Eric makes his way out there onto the field to interview those 2 players, I thought good game. I mean, it looked like it could go either way in the first inning, but Port Adelaide really put on the runs there, didn't they, Beck?
Yeah, they definitely got the momentum going with Donovan. That definitely helped, and it's going to help her confidence as well coming into the season. What is it, 3rd at-bat for the season or something like that, and she's cranked one over nearly into the dog park, so that's gonna be good for her.
Yep. Good shot. I thought, Walkerville played well. They played reasonably solid. Defense was good.
Yep.
Lower part of the order, probably not making as much contact as the top.
Haley did well coming in, pitching a good game. Erin obviously started off well, but they did just get ahead of her a bit earlier in the game. And, Christy Salas, good game. A few really good plays there. And, yeah.
And it looks like Garrick in his red Canada Day Blue Jays top that he's wearing has roped in Lacey and Riley.
All right, I'm down here with... So we have two awards for you. You both are new here. We've got Lacey Ham, the winning pitcher, and the home run hero here in Riley Donovan. So the play of the game is the 3-run home run. It's a $50 voucher thanks to Easton, so congratulations on the play of the game. And the player of the game with 11 strikeouts and a big win is you, Lacey Ham. You get some Carve Performance eyewear sunglasses. You can even open them up, show the people as we talk there. But I want to talk about, first with you, Riley Donovan. Tell us, when did you land in Australia? What does your last 72 hours or more look like? Tell me, take us back to, what was it, Friday when you left? You forgot Saturday even existed. You land here on Sunday. Give me your last, ever since Friday, give me a play-by-play breakdown of what's happened.
Oh, gosh. So it was a lot of sitting down in a plane. That was super tough, just trying to get the blood flowing again, because when you sit for that long, yeah, everybody knows how it feels when they come here. And then I got here, and everybody was super welcoming, which I'm super grateful for. Got a little adjusted, caught up on some sleep, and then showed up at the field. And my team has been amazing, welcoming me, and, yeah, just going at it on the field.
2 games in 24 hours, and last night was also crazy, right? Yeah. Like, you guys were down 6-0. Yeah. You come back, you score 7 runs. What do you think that did yesterday to kind of lead into today?
I think it showed that our team is just very resilient, and we can come back from any deficit. So coming down from 6 runs, it's a tough thing to do, and it shows our growth as a team. Pitcher,
catcher, obviously an important relationship on any team. Did you guys know each other before coming to Australia? What's the origin story of the Lacey and Riley connection right here?
We met yesterday. That's it. We literally met yesterday, and I think we clicked pretty well, just because we're both imports and everything. Just got along really well right off the bat.
What was the first conversation that you have as a catcher when you've got a pitcher and you're trying to work with them for the first time?
I think the biggest thing that I talk to them just right off the bat is their pitching style, what they love to throw, how they like to play the game, and I just try to play off that, because your job as a catcher is to make your pitcher look good and feel good. So just try to make them feel good in the circle.
11 strikeouts. Ooh, nice sunglasses, brought to you by Carve. I like these ones. That's that you got when you're the Carve player of the game. But 11 strikeouts today. What was working for you, do you think, as a pitcher? What was you feeling the best about?
I think changing speeds is one of my greatest strengths. So kind of getting that changeup in whenever I can, just random counts. It's I feel strong about that pitch. And I think Riley did a great job of calling them in great situations.
Lacey Ham, player of the game, brought to you by Carve. The play of the game was a home run on your first broadcast at bat, right over the fence by you, Riley Donovan. Port are on the board, 2 wins in 24 hours, and they improve their record, get their season started at 2-3. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back with more softball action next week, thanks to Space Quake Sports. We'll see you then.